We went up to Mount Bachelor this morning to teach yoga up there with a nice little energizer flow. And so I was thinking this flow should be the exact opposite of that. All right, let's go ahead and start in a child's pose position. So knees nice and wide, big toes touching, tops of the feet on the floor. Sitting your butt onto your heels and then walking your hands all the way out, forehead to the ground, and breathe. In and out through your nose, allowing your rib cage to fully expand and fully contract. And for those of you who have just joined, we're going through a gentle flow this evening to get us ready to calm down, wind down. Maybe get ready for bed or dinner. So as we go throughout this flow, bring those light sensations that we felt earlier in that breathing exercise. So remembering those moments today and all those feelings from your highlights and bringing them into class. Good. While we're in this child's pose position, go ahead and make some flexion and extension with your wrists. So it's like you have a fist and then you nod your wrist up and down, flex and extend, just getting some movement. And you can spread your fingers wide, pressing your hands deeper into the ground, maybe even lifting your elbows up off the ground. Good. And when you're ready, we're gonna walk our hands as far over to the left as possible, keeping our right hip on our right heel, but as far as your right hand can go, and then pin your left hand on top of the right, and just let your right ear rest into your right arm. So you're kind of just chilling here as you feel that really good pull down the whole right side of the body. And if your right hip came off of your right heel, try to pull it back down. So you're pulling away from your hand. And as always, breathe here. So allow your ribcage to fully expand and fully contract. Good. And when you're ready, slowly release, taking your time. Walking your hands as far as you can all the way over to the right hand side. Once your left hand gets as far as it can go, placing your right hand on top of it, allowing your left ear to fall into your left arm, and then pulling your left hip towards your left heel. And breathe. Rib cage moves. Good. Beautiful. Feeling that side open up. And when you're ready, slowly releasing all the way back to center, going back into our child's pose position. And then coming up onto your forearms, bringing your knees right underneath your hips. So we're kind of like in a weird tabletop position. Hello, Dawn. And then flip onto your hands as you let your stomach come all the way onto the mat. From here, placing just your fingertips on the mat, maybe even out to the sides of the mat a little bit. And then we're gonna round or roll all the way up, head up last, inhale. Exhale as you slowly roll back, and then we're pressing back into a child's pose, but our knees just aren't as wide. Good, we're gonna go again. Come forward onto your forearms. Come down onto your hands, stomach on the ground, placing your fingertips on the mat, slowly rolling up with an inhale. Exhale as you slowly roll down and go again, placing your hands by your armpits, pressing back into the child's pose. Next time you do this, Try to make it as smooth as a transition as possible. So go on your own time, but try not to have any breaks in your movement. Good, one more time, even smoother. Yeah, beautiful. And we're gonna meet each other back in that child's pose position when you're ready. Beautiful. From here, coming up into our tabletop position, so hands and knees on the ground. And we're gonna tuck our toes under, immediately send your hips up into a downward facing dog. And as always with our first one, it's a little intense. So just a little patience with yourself, breathing in and out through the nose. Pressing one heel down to the ground and the other, feeling the whole backside of the body open up. And breathe. Good. And you can step one foot then the other, or you can just take little steps at a time, but eventually finding your feet in between your hands, forward fold. Good. Hanging here for just a moment, and you can take any variation you like. You can move intuitively too, so if you want to just close your eyes and see what feels good, that's always my favorite. Or you can stay still. Couple of deep breaths, in and out through the nose. Every exhale, you just let the day go. Good.